कि दोनों कश्मीर मिल जाएं, एक हो जाएं और अलहदा न हो। वो भारत और पाकिस्तान के बीच में खाई बने हुए हैं, वो दोनों भारत और पाकिस्तान
Mr. Vaidik, my question to you was this, and in case you don't understand, I will repeat the question to you. My question was, you said if I was the Prime Minister, I would ask him to leave his passport and visa in Pakistan and come to India as my guest. Who were you talking about? It's a simple question. आप simple, बहुत इतना simple सवाल है. आप किसके बारे में बात कर रहे थे? किसको invite कर रहे थे as your guest? जो आप बोले पासपोर्ट और वीजा छोड़ के इंडिया में लेट हिम कम एज माय गेस्ट, हु वर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट?
आप जो कह रहे हैं, अरे फिजूल की बकवास,
हु वर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट?
कोट कर रहे हैं, उसके आगे मैं ये बात कर रहा हूं, क्या हाफिज सईद के बारे में ये बात कर रहा हूं मैं? बोलिए,
हु वर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट?
आप मुझे बताइए, ये हाफिज सईद को मैंने कहा है?
You were talking in an interview. Who were you talking about? You have no answer to that. I mean, this is now proving to be completely infuriating. Yatin Oza, any, no, one second. Yatin Oza, can the government distance itself from this meeting that Ved Pratap Vaidik has had with Hafiz Saeed? One second. Yatin Oza, 1 minute. Now keep quiet. I've asked you the question 3 times. You go and have a meeting there with anyone, but you can't have a meeting with Hafiz Saeed. Tomorrow you'll say, I'll have a meeting with Dawood Ibrahim. I'll justify that as well. Mr. Vaidik, please calm down. Behave yourself. Behave yourself, Mr. Vaidik. Now beyond the point, don't misbehave. You're on national television. Already people are quite upset with you. Mahesh Jethmalani. Yes, please, Mr. Jethmalani.
तुम पत्रकार,
yes, Mr. Jethmalani.
आज का जो कार्यक्रम है, तुमको पत्रकारिता पे कलंक है, तुमको पता है?
Mr. Jethmalani, please calm down, Mr. Vaidik.
Arnab, he's just going.
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to turn your volume down.
We are focusing too much on Mr. Vaidik, because let me tell you something. It is clear that in his exercise for in his quest for self-promotion, he is willing to sup with the devil and go and talk to even terrorists whose hands are bloodstained with the blood of millions of Indian citizens. But the more important question is for Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi. More important question for Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi. This is causing damage to the government, and for once I find myself in agreement, rare occasion, with Mr. Sanjay Jha. It is time not just to distance yourself, but to condemn what this gentleman has done. Because don't forget, there is the Yasin Malik. You cannot have double standards. We are in opposition. Spokespersons and members like me have roundly condemned Yasin Malik for meeting Hafiz Saeed. We have said there will be no talks. There will be no talks when terror is an agenda. And now we are talking with the most dreaded terrorist in the world. So, you know, we have asked for execution of Ajmal Kasab, and we have asked for execution of Kashmiri terrorists, and we've managed to do it. Your credibility is on stake. Governance is about credibility and about perception. It is time not just to distance yourself, but to condemn this man, because he's too close to many leaders in the BJP, and there will be some suspicions such as those raised by Mr. Jha.
Absolutely, and this is, you know, the kind of muted reactions, let me get Yatin Oza in. Mr. Oza, do you even remember what happened when Yasin Malik shared the stage with Hafiz Saeed at that point of time? What position your party had when you said, let's take immediate cognizance, we should not give a visa to such people, their activities should be kept under watch, they must be arrested, their passports must be seized, the whole nation must be told. No, let me continue. Let me continue, Mr. Oza, because your reactions today are so completely muted.
Go on continuing.
They are so completely muted, Now you know what, Mr. Vaidik, you have been caught meeting Yasin.
Now
your activities are out in the open, Mr. Vaidik.
Please ask Mr. Vaidik to keep silent. Please ask him to
Mr. Vaidik, will you keep quiet for a minute?
Why should I keep quiet?
Because you need to listen after what you have done.
Exactly.
Because let me tell you, if you say you have done this as a journalist, then you've disgraced the profession of journalism. Thank you.
I am waiting for exactly 45 minutes. Yes. Look, I fully endorse what Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi has said. As a journalist, please give me 3 minutes. Whatever is against him also, I am going to speak. As a journalist, he is free to meet anybody. We have seen in past people meeting Chelappan, people meeting Prabhakaran, Virappan, I'm sorry, not Chelappan, and as journalists. With that, government or party has very clearly and unequivocally distanced itself and made its stand very clear.
No, but what action has been taken?
What action has
been taken
agree
today? Please
at the
tell me
same
about
time.
the action. Don't distance yourself. Don't play safe.
Yes, one minute.
Because when you say, no, Mr. Rosa, when you say you've distanced yourself from the meeting,
if he has gone as a, will you permit me 3 Will you
1 minute,
will you permit me 3 minutes? Will you permit me 3 minutes?
Yeah.
No, will you permit me 3 minutes? At the same time, it is absolutely unpalatable and unbelievable that the lie that this gentleman is speaking on your channel. He says that I interviewed Mr. Modi without recording. Are you comparing Mr. Modi with Hafiz Saeed? Hafiz Saeed, a man like him, you are interviewing and you are not keeping the recorded version.
Unbelievable.
Secondly, you went there to preach him. This man is going to change. This man is going to change by your preachings. Are you a qualified psychiatrist?
No, I am not preaching.
What are you talking? Are you befooling the country? But at the same time, you have a right to go. You have a right to go as journalist. You have a right to go as journalist and stop there. Don't try to justify and befool the people of this country. Your story is absolutely undigestible, unpalatable.
I have not preached to anybody.
You can go as journalist, as BJP, as government. Nobody can have any objection to it. But for the heaven's sake, don't treat the people of this country as fools. The story that you are
the unbelievable story that Ved Pratap Vaidik,
a cock and bull story. No man with prudence can take your story.
The unbelievable story that Mr. Ved Pratap Vaidik is trying to pull. He wants us to believe that Hafiz Saeed. Yatin Oza, Maruf can come in, please. Maruf, Mr. what's his name? Ved Pratap Vaidik wants us to believe that Hafiz Saeed is some kind of an international tourist destination, that all Indian journalists going to Pakistan have to go and visit Hafiz Saeed, and you want us to believe that? Maruf, please. Maruf. Maruf, please. Maruf, please. Don't disgrace the profession of journalism, Mr. Vaidik. I am an active journalist. You are not. You are not an active journalist. Yes, you are not an active journalist, Mr. Vaidik. You are not an active journalist, and I am. And you cannot today pass off as a journalist when you cannot even answer a single question today. You can't even answer a single question today, but read out your biodata.
Every day.
Maruf Raza.
Every day without fail. And I
Maruf Raza, please.
On several television channels.
Maruf, please.
Journalist you are.
Kalank
hai aap patrakarita par.
Mr. Vaidik, please give me a minute. Please give me a minute, sir. First, the pehla sawal hai Mr. Trivedi ke liye. Sir, if your party is so strongly opposed to anything that Mr. Vaidik has done, would it be a good idea for your party also to formally announce a bounty on Hafiz Saeed's head and make it very clear to the people of India that you want to go a step beyond the one step forward, one step backward policy of the last government, which I see in the last 2 weeks, you seem to be echoing the last government's line, both on the Henderson Brooks report and now in terms of Hafiz Saeed, that you denounce him and think that the matter will end. As far as Mr. Vaidik is concerned, my question to you, sir, is simply this, that you have not answered a single question throughout the discussion today. But please tell us that do you really assign yourself a serious role to bring peace between India and Pakistan and start with Hafiz Saeed and not start at any other level, because you are actually starting at the bottom of the snake pit? Why did you do that? Who authorized you to do that? If you feel that you had the approval of any government as a government emissary, or you in your self-delusion have given yourself this larger than life role, because what has come out in the entire discussion is your chest thumping praise for your own achievements. I can tell you from what I know that it may be interesting for you to tell us under what circumstances you left the PTI Bhasha, since you keep talking about what a distinguished journalist you are.
No, don't you know that I am one of the first batch scholars from Jawaharlal Nehru University.
Mr. Vaidik, stop reading your biodata. We are not impressed.
I was a senior fellow at...
1 second, Mahesh Jethmalani is coming to the debate. I must say at this stage, Mr. Vaidik, Mr. Vaidik, you know, in answer to every question, you read your biodata, and I want to tell you, we are not impressed. And if anybody thinks three hands going up to the debate, please. 1 second, Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha is coming to the debate. 1 second, Sanjay Jha, Mahesh Jethmalani, I'm coming to you after that. Mr. Vaidik, you have no answer today except reading your biodata. It's clear to me. Sanjay Jha, please.
Yeah. You have no biodata. What can you read?
Mr. Vaidik, keep quiet.
I would request the
Don't
BJP
do that,
here
Mr. Vaidik.
not to sit on a high horse because of only one reason.
You have let the people of this country down. You have let your own country down. You have insulted the people of India by going and having a meeting with Hafiz Saeed. You have not even cared for the sentiments of people, of families of those who have been killed in 26/11. In your own individual selfish pursuit of delusionary grandeur, you have gone ahead and had a meeting with Hafiz Saeed. So, Mr. Vaidik, please control yourself. Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha.
What are you talking? You are talking
1 second. Sanjay Jha.
Yeah, you know, Arnab, honestly, the Bharatiya Janata Party government needs to condemn Mr. Vaidik's statement for only one reason, that if Mr. Vaidik's conversation is not condemned by the BJP, you are actually legitimizing these non-state actors who have the most violent intentions towards India. It will derail the diplomatic process. It will only play in the hands of Pakistani hardliners. So the Bharatiya Janata Party needs to understand that this is not the time to allow any grandstanding to happen. Mr. Vaidik is done something criminally wrong and he needs to be condemned for it.
Behave like a dalal of somebody. Behave like a journalist. Behave like a fearless journalist as I am. I have put up...
Mr. Vaidik,
something I have kept with
Mr. Vaidik.
And scholarship.
Mr. Vaidik, you know, a fearless journalist like you, a fearless journalist like you asks two ridiculous questions. One is, if Modi comes to Pakistan, what will you do? Secondly, how many wives do you, the 26/11 mastermind, have? These are questions to ask. I mean, you've reduced, if this is journalism, you've reduced it. You have disgraced journalism if this is journalism. Mr. Trivedi, yes, Mr. Trivedi. But Mr. Trivedi, the question is simply why you are refusing to act. You know, what happens is that Baba Ramdev is a close aide of your party. Because as far as we remember, no, before you answer Sanjay Jha, Sudhanshu Trivedi, Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, can you deny that Baba Ramdev is a close aide of the BJP? He was running yoga camps, please reduce the volume, he was running yoga camps, he campaigned for you in the elections, he shared the stage with Narendra Modi in campaign rallies, he was even willing to run a door-to-day campaign for the candidates. Today a close aide of Baba Ramdev goes and meets Hafiz Saeed and you take no action. You don't think people will put two and two together? Your silence, Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, does not inspire confidence in the people of this country. After all, your tough stand on terror was one of the greatest promises you made in the run-up to this elections. What is your tough stand today, Mr. Trivedi? Where is your tough stand today, Mr. Trivedi?
Let me complete at least 1.5 minutes of uninterruption. First, I would like to make it clear that BJP and the government of India considered Hafiz Saeed as a dreaded terrorist, and there is no laxity of thinking on as far as Mr. Hafiz Saeed is concerned, and as far as what the policy should be, the government will decide and take an appropriate action. Second thing, despite being clearly and categorically denied by BJP and the government and by the minister on the floor of the House, still our counterparts and the Congress party is trying to have some far-flung extrapolation out of their imagination of our connection with through Baba Ramdev and other things. This is just a part of their imagination. And I am really surprised that these people
But why don't you act?
I would like to ask Mr. Sanjay Jha.
But why does your government not act?
Their government was saying, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has said there should be zero tolerance to the human rights of the terrorists. And those who have used the word Sahib for Hafiz Saeed Sahab was used by their Home Minister. Their General Secretary used Osama Z. Their leader said Ishrat Jahan was a Beti. These type of human touch was given by those people. And now they are putting a question to BJP on the act of a journalist which has gone in the delegation of a journalist despite being a clear categorical denounce. And if you are having a policy, in my opinion, I would like to urge to media that we should make a clear categorical policy that if at all media decides not to interview
Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, do you realize
whether it is the LTT terrorist,
Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, do you just realize that what you are saying today, Mr. Trivedi, do you realize that you are saying what you are saying today is something that the Congress also did not say when they were in power, that you are doing a 180-degree turn on your own position vis-a-vis these issues, that you are looking completely...
How you can compare the meeting
I don't, because you are doing exactly the same.
I would like to remind
your comments...
January 2013,
you know when...
the Home Minister Sushil Kumar Shinde,
so why don't you take action against Mr. Ved Pratap Vaidik,
which was held by Hafiz Saeed? Has he denounced Hafiz Saeed? No.
What happened to your muted reactions now? Will this help?
And this party is asking question to us.
Sir, your BJP has taken a hard line against Hafiz Saeed in the past, and today one of the people who's close to you has gone and had some series of discussions with Hafiz Saeed. All you can do is distance yourself from him. So I'm asking you today, Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, are you saying on television tonight that we will not act? If you're saying we will not act, then tell the people of the country today, we will do nothing. Tell everyone today who's watching, we will do nothing. Ved Pratap Vaidik can go and meet Hafiz Saeed and have some long, languorous discussion with him. We will do nothing. Say so today, Mr. Tomorrow if somebody goes and has some kind of a discussion with Dawood Ibrahim, then also you will say we will do nothing. Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Dawood Ibrahim and Hafiz Saeed were at the core of your election agenda.
Self-restraint, we are living in the open democracy with the open media.
God.
You should have decided that you will not interview
Mr. Trivedi.
You will not interview any LTT.
Mahesh Jetmalani, please. Mahesh Jetmalani. Mr. Jet, let people make up their mind on what you are doing tonight. Mr. Jetmalani.
Portray the one thing out of the other.
Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi. Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi. One second. Mr. Trivedi, let me tell you this. If the Modi thing, by distancing yourself from the meeting, you are effectively saying that the Modi-led government of India thinks it is fine that an individual ducked procedure because of informing the government that there was going to be a meeting with one of the world's top terrorists and has no duty to find out the specifics of the meeting. What you are saying is that though the Modi-led government said that Vaidik had gone about the meeting in an individual capacity, I want to ask you today, if a meeting of this nature was to take place, should the Ministry of External Affairs have to be in the loop? Why are you trying to distance yourself from something you cannot? You have no heart for the feelings of the people of this country. All those who were killed in 26/11, Mr. Trivedi, you think, Mr. Trivedi, that what you're saying is that any individual can meet a hardened terrorist in a personal capacity, but the government of India will not care because it was on behalf of the government of India. Mr. Trivedi, tell me, would any government, for example, what you're saying is any American citizen can go and have a meeting with Osama bin Laden when he was around and the American government would do nothing about it? This is complete compromising of national security. I'm speaking to Mr. Trivedi, not to you. Please calm down.
Tried to contact the jihadi militants?
This is incredible. Mr. Trivedi, you are doing a complete U-turn. You are doing a complete U-turn.
You are having a full...
you are doing a U-turn and because Mr. what's his name? Mr. Vaidik has no answers, he's moving on. Yes, please. Last word to Mahesh Jetmalani.
Arnab, nobody is saying that the Congress stand was particularly meritorious as far as terrorism is concerned. Mr. Trivedi should not... This is not a question of comparing two parties. On the contrary, let's be clear, the Congress was completely pusillanimous as far as their reactions to terrorism was concerned. But the fact of the matter is, there's a huge difference between distancing and denouncing. What needs to be done today, given the character of Mr. Hafiz Saeed, and I like Maruf's suggestion, the BJP should really put up the ante for people meeting people like Hafiz Saeed by putting a bounty itself. There's a huge difference between distancing and denouncing, and that's all about governance. And I think Mr. Trivedi would be well advised to advise his government that there is need in this case, for perception's sake, to strongly denounce Mr. Vaidik's meeting with Hafiz Saeed.
Should also try to advise the Congress and left to have given a unanimous resolution in Kerala Assembly in favor of those who are accused of Coimbatore blast. They should also try to advise Samajwadi Party who are trying to withdraw the cases against terrorists. If these parties are trying to give sermon to BJP, it doesn't look nice.
Mr. Trivedi, we are discussing Hafiz Syed today. Don't go into this tutu meme thing which everybody else does.
Question is simple.
With credibility.
Question is simple, and I will ask you today, Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi. The question is this: Mr. Ajit Doval was a member or not of the Vivekananda International Foundation. He is the National Security Advisor of India. Mr. Ajit Doval's responsibility is there today to tell us whether or not the same person today who has met Hafiz Saeed, what's his name, Mr. Vaidik, was also a member of the Vivekananda International Foundation. And Yatin Oza, what we need to know is, are all members of the Vivekananda International Foundation or anyone who is linked to the RSS, does he have the right to compromise national security and self-respect in whichever way they want to? I say they don't, sir. The RSS does not own national security. And they must know their line. And you will be judged by how you judge those who are close to you. You know that, Mr. Trivedi. You will be judged by how you judge those who are close to you. And I want to put on air the pictures today of the meeting that happened between Ved Pratap Vaidik and Hafiz Saeed. My question is tonight to all the News Hour viewers: is it true or not that you will be judged as you judge those who are close to you? So if Baba Ramdev is close to Ved Pratap Vaidik, Yatin Oza, is it more reason or not that the government, instead of distancing itself, should be seen to be taking action against Ved Pratap Vaidik? What do you think, Mr. Oza?
Look, Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi has made a certain statement, in most unequivocal terms, that government of India will look into it, whether it...
What look into it, sir? The facts are there. The man has made an admission. What is there to look into?
It was a mere
what is there to look into?
Act of journalism.
Act of journalism to go and ask pusillanimously to almost fall at the feet of Hafiz Saeed and say, when Narendra Modi comes to Pakistan, what will you do? How many wives do you have? That's journalism. It's a joke.
No, I'm sorry. You have not permitted me to speak. I further say that I myself is going to advise the person concerned that it is going beyond journalism.
This is not journalism. It's a disgrace in the name of journalism. It's not journalism.
Who is, or how so close he is, national security is first, national interest is first.
Well, in this case, the question is all to all the viewers. I put those pictures again. I'm asking you, do you feel that your national interest and your national security is being served by this kind of a meeting? Or do you believe that all the blood spilled in 26/11 today, when one person goes and meets the man who masterminded it, that it's slapping all of us unitedly? And do you think this government can simply let this case go? I leave this to your judgment. We are going to go into debate number 2. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1 on the News Hour tonight.